intellectuality. Here we focus to ego and profit. But in the other hand, yeah, we have a problem, environment, war, and also a lot of things that we face today. We need empathy. We need empathy, how we can feel the situation, and then we have to listen to our heart. When you are empathy, that is called emotional intelligence, not intellectual intelligence. But when you see through your heart, that's called spiritual intelligence. What happened now in the world, it is not because uh, less clever or smart people, but less spiritual intelligence or uh, less empathy. That's what happened today because people only focusing on economy and profit, but forget the nature, forget the empathy, and now war everywhere, and also human natural resources is also as a great disaster and problem. Thank you, SK.
Sir, being empathy. So basically, having empathy, meaning that you are training your emotional intelligence.
That's right.
And do you have any more addition or any solution in solving these problems? We have like
Yeah,
corruption and also disasters
yeah,
everywhere
yeah. I
we
think
go.
also disaster, corruption. I think the if we see what is the root cause of those kind of problem in the world is mentality, is morality. We lack of values. We just focus how to get the value, but without values. Where we are talking about values, we are talking about humanity. We are talking about uh, how to taking care each other, how to create peaceful. When we talk about peaceful, we are talking about spirit intelligence. I think we have to refocusing how to develop our next generation. What happened today, because the education happened maybe some decade before, but what will happen tomorrow is depend on you, depend on YEC movement. Salute for you.
Do you have any more addition that you want to share to all of these
Okay, that's
participants?
it. So I think I appreciate this meeting, this session, and appreciate this South Southeast Asia. I think when we are in the real problem, we are facing war in the Greenland, Venezuela, and also flood in Sumatra, in Aceh, and more poverty in somewhere else. I think we have to we have to focus how to develop our next generation. As you see, if you see the education in some university, they're focusing only IQ. They're very smart, but without heart. They're very smart, but without empathy. I think our movement should we have to uh, we have to get more people, get more young generation to realize uh, how to find the root cause is about it, how to find the root cause and also spread this our awareness all over the world.
You're saying problems that happen all over Southeast Asia, the Asia Pacific region, came from the lack of morality. So, what's
Yes,
your solution on for these generations, for the young generations, to train or develop their morality and their
yeah.
values?
I think for the next session we can create like seminar or training like this, and we bring all our uh, let's say young generation or maybe for the world how to face this kind of how to young generation, especially Gen Z, not only Gen Y, yeah, but maybe also Gen Alpha to understand this current situation and we still have 20 years to go to 2045. We still have time. But if you are late, I think we are all late, I think we have a disaster in the world. For instance, ESG. ESG is actually how to balance, not only talk about profit, but how to talk about continuous, and also how we can continue living together in peaceful and harmony. uh, I think that is the thing that we have to focus in this organization, especially YEC. So I really appreciate what you have done in YEC, and also the timing is very. I think it is the time talking about the situation, how to refocus on our the root cause uh, nowadays, because the leaders that we see today, all over the world, because they are focusing only how they can get only money, and then also short-term orientation. But they forget we still have next generation that they have to live in the world properly. I think, for instance, for like ESG, I think it's very important that we have to focus. But if we are talking about ESG, it means we are talking about empathy. We are talking about how to maintain the natural. It's talking about spiritual intelligence.
Thank you for the answer, Dr. Ari. And I have a question. How do you differentiate motivation? People, especially the younger generations, they also want to chase money, they want to chase fame, but I've read it in your book about Grand Why, Big Why, and Strong Why. Would you mind explaining us about those three whys?
Based on Simon Sinek, the problem is not about what, but about why. Of course, everybody they need money, house, and everything. It's called strong why. But also they need also friendship, love, and also networking. It's called big why. But if we only focusing to strong why and big why, so people only chasing the money, but forget the natural, about forget the future, next 10 years, next 20 years, next let's say next 100 years. So grand why is not about what can we get, but what can we give to the world. Uh, if we are talking about grand why, we are talking about the purpose. We are talking about meaning of our life. We should ask to our life why we are, who we are, where we are, and where do we want to go.
Wow, that's a very wonderful and insightful answer.
Thank you, SK.
Where we are and where we want to go, and also in having purpose, not only getting, but also what
Giving.
can you give to the people around you, to the society. So, any delegates here want to ask questions for Dr. Ari? Sure, you can come up to the stage. We have a wonderful. Yes, you can come to the stage. Please introduce yourself and tell me where you're from.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Psych. Great. A very good evening, sir. It's a pleasure. I'm from India, Bangalore, far away. I'm in Malaysia. I'm very happy to meet you through this online forum. A very interesting. Thank you. A very interesting question. I have for you that maybe you might have heard a couple of times in the past, but then how do you start a university? I mean, I would want to start a university. University of Johan would sound great, right? I mean, I've always had that vision. Okay, you got to start a university, start an institute, and I mean, I don't know others, but I've always had that thought. But obviously, you need capital, and more than capital, you would require the leadership, and then a vision and a mission statement. So, what is the mission statement for this university? And how do I go about maybe 20, 30 years from now if I have a university? And yeah, we are the future. And I thought I could pose this question and pick your mind.
Thank you. It's amazing, wonderful question. So, first of all, in our university, our mission, how to balance the intelligence, not only mind, but also heart. Not only IQ, but also EQ and SQ. That is also the first thing. Because if you're only talking about the brain, AI also already take handle our brain. You see, if we are talking about muscle, robot change our position. I think we have to move one step forward. We need so we need not only IQ, because what happened with AI. AI already handle our problem. So where are we now? We have something that it cannot replace by AI or by robot. That's called your inner self, your soul. But nowadays, we are talking about AI technology. They forget something about the heart, the spiritual intelligence. I think that is the difference between my university with another university in Indonesia, also in the world. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yes, he said, trust your heart and your spirit. Wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good question.
Hey,
Thank you, Johan. Any more delegates want to ask Dr. Ari a question? Happy? Okay. Thank you, Johan, for your wonderful question, and thank you, Dr. Ari, for the wonderful explanation.
Thank you. Thank you, SK. Bye bye, SK.
I'm good.
This is
Okay, thank
Umi.
you. Let's give. Oh, hi. If you guys, I'll just let you guys know, Ari Ginanjar is my dad. Hi, Dad.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Let's give a big round of applause for Dr. Ari. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I guess we've made it here at the final stage of the International Symposium. And thank you for having me as the moderator. And I will give this microphone back to the Master of Ceremony, Uti Zahira. Thank you so much.
Thank you to the Alice for the insightful session, and thank you, Atki, as the moderator. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to all our amazing participants for your courage, your ideas, and your powerful voices today. So, this time, we will now take a break. It's a short break, by the way. Please use this moment to refresh, and perhaps we can also connect with each other and also recharge our energy. So we will return shortly with our